So, now we have upgraded our pickaxe. We can open stuff like this.
Okay, so now I think what you do is you look for diamonds, and then you use the diamonds to create a new pickaxe.
No. We need to upgrade the shovel first.
See, I totally thought he was making a Far Cry 2 reference.
I haven't even
the
loaded
thing
up
totally
fucking,
missed
I haven't
me
even
because
finished
I was
loading Twitch
skinning
TV.
the other one.
I haven't even loaded up Twitch TV and already the game's apparently glitching. What the hell, Josh?
Ah, you missed it. Now you have to watch our show, Rutskarn, to see what happened.
Can you stop getting blood on the camera, Josh?
I don't want to watch this show. People make puns and shit. It's awful.
It is awful. Now you have to watch it. Now you have to suffer with the rest of us. And by the rest of us, I mean me.
So my favorite glitch in recent memory was I was watching somebody play Mass Effect 3. They got into a conversation like in an area after you're supposed to kill all the Geth with a Garrus Turian, a Turian with a Garrus.
A Garrus.
But one of the Geth in the background was still alive and just kept standing up and shooting at them as they're very calmly having this conversation. And it's like, they're talking, and then it like cuts back to you, and this like shots come in from out of nowhere and just sort of pass through you as you stare unblinking at the guy you're talking to. And then it cuts back and you just see him popping up and down behind the rocks, sort of blurry and out of focus.
My favorite glitch in recent memory is Josh's brother.
He is the best glitch. He's the one true glitch. Which is his handle when he can't get his glitch name.
Glitches don't even know.
Oh, Rutskarn.
I got that glitched copy of Hotline Miami. Glitches love Hotline Miami.
Okay, just stop. That's terrible.
What have you done, Campster? This is awful. It's your fault.
Hey, I don't have any problem with making puns about this. I mean, I got 99 problems.
No! Besides, plenty of your problems are related to glitches.
I like that Whitman was just standing there waiting for you to come back.
It didn't really work. It was just I was running out of them. It was kind of a lap glitch effort, you know?
Seamus, this is going to be cutscene number 3, I think.
Himiko.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not channeling Sam, Dr. Whitman?
Well, there's no
Himiko is real.
Exposition. Oh, Himiko is real, so Sam does exist. Imagine that!
A woman wields that much power, and sooner or later it gets called witchcraft.
I don't think that's how that works, Seamus.
discount anything. Even
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not an archaeologist. I don't know how this works.
You sound
Do you know how much better this game would be is if we arrive here, realize that Himiko is a complete myth, and then Sam disappears and never existed?
Like Back to the Future, she just fades out.
incredible. It is Himiko.
Look,
At least they have an explanation for
the candles.
why all the candles are lit, like other people are coming by and lighting
You were
them.
right, Laura.
The lost
Where did the
candles.
candles come from? Was there a freighter
This is
bound
not
for
like
Bed
Finding
Bath and
Atlantis.
Beyond?
We're standing
This
Is
is
this
not
a-
at all like Finding Atlantis.
Come, quickly. Your friends are hurt.
Probably by then.
Yes, if they found...
Candles
Yeah,
of
here's the difference. You find Atlantis, all the headlines say, Atlantis found! You find the land where Himiko might have been, and some article in a journal somewhere says some douchebags found this place. That's the difference between those things.
Yeah, okay, this is not like Finding Atlantis because Yamatai actually existed and Atlantis didn't. That's the difference. Like, we have historical and archaeological evidence that Yamatai existed. Not so much for that. For Atlantis.
Guy nails you from off screen. You know, I understand that we can't see it because we're looking at it through a camera, but some of this stuff she should be able to see. It's like if it's not on screen, she can't see it.
So guys, we're coming up to a part that I was really not looking forward to, and it's a part that caused a lot of controversy, and I'd like to try to sort of preface it and get it out of the way and explain what's going to happen before we sort of all get clusterfucky as the moment is happening. So what happened was they showed
The unintentional timing of that. I'm sorry, please continue.
So, as that was setting up, one of these guys is extremely skeezy and is sort of threatening the main character
Oops.
in a way that is, let's just say, overtly sexual. I mean, he's like stroking her, he's looking at her like that. You know, it's fairly blatant what's going on with his approach to her. And later on, there's a QuickTime event sequence that was shown in a demo where you have to fight him off. And he's doing sort of similar threatening gestures that imply that what is about to happen to you is, shall we say, more than just like he's going to murder you. It's going to be worse than that. But if you don't do... So everybody freaks out because they're like, you know, we don't want our character to be sexually menaced in a game. If you're creating an avatar of a character, we don't want you to sexually menace that avatar because then we have sympathy. We have empathy with someone that you're sexually... Do you not see why that's bad? And so they come out and say, well, no, he's not going to, you know, R-word her. He's just going to murder you. You know, we don't use that word in our in our development house. Except, the thing is, it falls kind of flat, because as you're about to see, that's like... Yes, he does just kill you if you fail the quick time
Really?
event. But on the other hand, by saying that he's not actually going to sexually assault her, but making it look as though he's about to sexually assault her, they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Except the cake in this case is rape. So why did they just not have the cake? That's kind of what we want to know here.
Yeah, so...
Where are you guys? I'm
totally
good at
not
this
know.
game.
I mean,
Death
arrows, that's one
are
thing.
so silly.
And this scene where you've got to struggle again, we haven't reached it yet, but you've got to struggle with him. It did not work for me, and I did not enjoy it. It made me uncomfortable, was not cool. I was already fighting, this doesn't make a lot of sense, and this is stupid, and what is this game trying to do? And I was frustrated and didn't like it. And then I had to do it several times because of this bullshit QuickTime event. And I nearly stopped the game here. Like, I just didn't want to do this in a video game. I do not want to fight a rapist in a video game. So look, you got captured in a cutscene, you escaped, and now you get captured again. And now you have to QuickTime event your way out. So this game is just constantly screwing you in the cutscenes. It's almost Resident Evil level, like, you solve a problem, and then immediately a cutscene happens and screws up everything you accomplished.
So here it comes here.
See, I actually like the aftermath of this. I like her killing him. I like... Maybe this is because I did it okay on the first time and I didn't have to do this 3 times and watch Lara get brutally killed, but...
yeah.
I did it right the first time,
and
and do it like 4
perfectly
times.
fine.
But
Here's...
I like the killing of the guy, and I like the catharsis of throwing up and feeling disgusted with yourself, but also knowing you did the right thing, because... And that's why I think they made him the creepy pseudo-rapist, is that Lara is even more justified in shooting him than if it was just self-defense.
They
Why are you
did. They
still
did want
moving?
to.
I shot you in the brain.
They are trying to sell this is her first kill. First time she kills a human being, and it's got to be somebody. If you don't want her to come off as just a psycho who's like, you know, well, I'll just shoot these guys because they're in my way. They wanted to make sure that her first kill is somebody really, really bad, and the kill is totally understandable and something that a normal person could do and not be overcome with guilt later. But you know, it had the effect of making the sequence really ugly and off-putting for a lot.
Well, especially if you fail. I mean, I have gone back
Yeah.
and failed, and it is really not pretty. I mean, it's not, you know, rape, but it is a pretty brutal death for Lara in a game where she already has a lot of really brutal deaths.
Yeah, so here's the difference, just in case anybody's wondering why one thing is okay and one's not, is that being murdered by a smuggler on a tropical island because you were threatening his operation, whatever the fuck it is, we don't know yet, is something that does not happen to a lot of people. So when that happens to their character, they're like, oh, this is pulp, it's just, okay, whatever. Doesn't really affect me. Being sexually menaced and even sexually assaulted is something that happens to a lot of people.
Got another one.
Yeah. And they don't want to be reminded of that in their video game. And if you do, if you are going to put that in there, you need to be very careful with it and not just treat it the same way you treat a wolf.
Yeah, and it's
oh,
not,
just do this
it's not
button
like
mash
it's
and you're through
saying anything about it either.
See, but already she's pretty gung-ho about shooting dudes, although
Yeah,
she is
my-
saying
Well, I
get away
think
from
she overcame that initial hurdle, is I think what they're trying to say with this. She killed that guy, and now she's like, okay, I can kill a person, I understand I have to do this to survive. It's better than the first person she kills being some random mook. It's somebody that you know their face and that you have a grudge against them, so that when she moves on, you understand she's gotten over that kind of hurdle, or that inhibition.
Although I will say,
Yes,
would
I
find
thought it
pretty
happened a
amusing if
little
every time you shot
fast.
someone from now on, you apologize to, but in a really offhand fashion. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Later,
Oh, I'm
later
sorry.
when you get the assault rifle, you're like, sorry. She just run through a
Cheerio.
room, mowing people down.
I mean, I guess it is. I guess it is worth pointing out that generally speaking, using rape as a plot device to motivate a female character to do something is not a great thing to do generally. But because it's only hinted at, I think they get away with it mostly here. Like it's not actually. It's not an actual thing that happens to her. It's the threat of the thing, and then she becomes defensive about it. If that makes any sense.
Right.
Yeah, and it could certainly be defended from an artistic standpoint. I just don't think it was a good move. I don't think it was terribly necessary, also. But
And
I mean,
combining it with the terrible quick time events in this game, I think made it worse. That you
Yeah,
have to see
yeah.
that, especially on the PC where the controls are all ambiguous, so you don't know what it wants from you, and then you've got to see it a few times, and it really sours you on it.
What's going on down there? Everything okay?
Did you see that? I shoot
In
the
about
one
5
guy,
seconds.
and the other guy turned around and just kind of like, huh, I wonder. Thunk. That was pretty funny. That doesn't usually
Bob,
happen.
did you already have that arrow in your head? I don't remember that arrow being in your head.
Are you there?
oh,
Yes.
look, listen, Leroy. Nobody's laughing at your novelty arrow through the head.
Oh God.
Bob got one like 10 minutes ago.
People.
I like how
Up on
most.
shore.
Men.
I like how most of these guys are either Russian or Asian, and you're like, "Hey, Leroy, what's up with you?"
I'm not. I don't know. We don't know anything about it. Like, she knows that, and like they're speaking Russian. But as far as I can tell, they're just a bunch of jerks. Like, I haven't identified an ethnic trend.
I really
I'll try.
want to find somewhere amongst all these survivors is the Skipper and Gilligan.
This game looks really nice, by the way, you guys.
It does.
It's pretty
Yes.
fantastic.
It does.
Also, if you wait, those guys that I shot back there, if you wait a while
The
and,
thing
and
about
listen to
nightmares
them.
is sooner or later,
Oh, this is
you
part of
wake
what I
up.
was talking about, where it like
But
kind of
there's
has
no
the
waking up
auspices
from this
of
place.
being
Which
open
means I'm
world,
really
because you can
here.
like
I'm
travel,
really
but
doing these things.
there's not really any point to it.
No,
Um,
don't think about it, Lara.
if you listen to those guys without killing them for long
I
enough,
don't know what happened to the rest of the crew. I hope they're
they'll
okay.
Reveal that their names
they'll
are Leroy and Bob.
explain.
Have to be.
No, they'll explain what
I don't know what the
happens
hell-
to like the weak people and especially the women, because you'll notice that there are basically no women basically on the island apparently, except for you and Sam and Reyes, which seems a little weird.
Days have passed since the plane crash.
But basically they throw them in this this mine.
Disastrous results.
The women mine.
I knew it would happen.
Well, the
Just
mine
like
for
the first time.
the infirm,
The
I
calm
guess.
sea turned hostile when
Okay,
the
you know what? We
explanation
just can't help you guys. Mind your own
we
business.
made for open water.
Oh, damn it!
See, this is why I don't watch
And they
the
also
show.
don't feed them, so everyone becomes a cannibal and eats everyone that gets thrown into the mines, and so yeah, this is a great way to keep your slave labor force alive.
the descent.
Die lamp. Yeah. This game has a lot of stuff from The Descent in it.
Not a great movie. I wouldn't recommend actually watching it.
Yeah,
but if you
it
were
wasn't
curious
great.
what the
It
influences
wasn't
were,
terrible. It was, you know.
The first,
Descent?
I love the you know what? It's a survival or it's a horror movie. The most terrifying part of the movie. I watched it based. I would never have known about the parallels between this and The Descent if Chris hadn't pointed them out. Because of that, I watched it, and I found the lead up to the monsters to be way scarier than the monsters themselves. Oh my goodness, we're trapped in a cave, and we lost some of our equipment, we don't know how to get out of here, and our way out has been, cut off, was really... I found that to be really tense. I thought that was a pretty scary movie. Like, they could have been a slow burn thriller. But instead they were like, no, monsters. And I was like, oh, whatever.
That's sort of how I feel about this game, except instead of replacing it with monsters, we have Lara becoming a superhero.
Aren't there some guys that are supposed to be here? I guess not.
Oh.
No, they're up ahead. They're on the bridge or whatever.
Numbers. Some kind of coordinates. Did someone
See, it's so
help
weird to
these
see
be
Josh
found?
play through this game. I mean, it's not as varied as Dishonored, where we were constantly finding new paths and new strategies. But I went through the game like I didn't care one iota about any of the power-ups or the secret unlockables. I churned through the game, and if you don't do the stuff that Josh does, the game's only about 7 or 8 hours long. I mean, it's not short, but it's not a super long game. But you can make it a 10 or 12-hour game if you decide to go back and do all those collectibles and shoot all 5 of the thingies, and yeah.
And some of them are good. Some of them are neat. Like, you'll find, like, oh, you do this and you'll get a cool puzzle. You do this and you get a cool bit of exposition, or you get some more archaeology stuff. And then sometimes it's just really boring, grindy stuff. Okay, so a 100-pound woman chokes out a 200-pound man in 5 seconds without alerting the guy that's standing 2 meters away. So that's about how that's about the level of ridiculous. Yeah. That's about the level of pulp we're dealing with here. Pretty silly, but not too ridiculous.
And she was injured like 3 hours ago.
Oh yeah, so pulling on somebody's throat like that would just be... Even if he doesn't make any noise, she would definitely be making noise.
Wow, are we playing on easy? Because you're just like rocking it. Yeah,
No,
wow.
He's a normal, but he is just... I could never get through that.
This is why I like
guys
the
you
bow in
dropped.
this
I always
game.
alerted one of them. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, dynamite guys.
Oh great! Great idea. Let's throw dynamite in this ancient ruined temple. That's a good one. Smart. That's what these guys are.
Are you suggesting that crazed cultists are not forward thinkers?
I don't think I would dare suggest anything so ridiculous.
When we washed up on
Yeah, crazy cultists might throw a stick of dynamite at you.
us for days.
So I don't think we'll spend too much time on the audio log / journal entries, unless they've got something very important in it. That was the dude's Matthias's like second in command talking about him getting here. Well, not Matthias, but that guy getting here. Ooh, another archaeological artifact.
So, since I'm only sort of half watching, there's a lot of motifs. I only really notice the motifs that sort of repeat as you play through the game. And like the one image that just keeps popping up is you flinging yourself at a wooden sideways pallet and climbing up it.
I think the only audio logs that are worth picking up maybe
shit.
are Alex's.
So we have found the height at which you fall to your death in this game.
Do we still have Pyromancer or whatever?
I think so. I think it serves.
Pyromancer? That would improve this game. If you could just fling
That
fireball.
is what the achievement was called.
Dragon's Fire. I think it was Pyromaniac, Josh.
No, it was Pyromancer.
Was it? Huh. So do you get to fling fireballs?
I actually don't know. I was just saying that to
no.
be a jerk. I actually can barely read this stream.
You do about halfway through the game get the ability to light your bow and arrow on fire. Not the bow and arrow, but the arrow tip.
Light your bow and arrow on fire.
There, nobody will steal it from me.
You use it as a torch. Your one-time use torch, non-replaceable.
You're just holding it, firing arrows while it burns in your hands.
I'm gonna make a fire. What approach? I think we're gonna use the bow method.
Was that even like a pun? I don't...
Not
Doesn't
really,
count.
no. It's more a joke than a pun.
A joke? I think you need to put sarcastic air quotes around that.
Someone's ever been to Boy Scouts.
Oh yeah, look at my method of climbing up the wall.
So, yeah, so this is the one part that's actually like easier in real life than they make it look.
It's
raining.
It is raining.
This is
although
much
it kinda
easier in
looks-
real life. This particular method we're using
Sliding
here.
up.
Yeah, my climbing gym
The
uses
moonwalking-
like the rocks that fly downwards.
The
way more
vertical
often.
moonwalk? Yeah, that's real common technique there. You
Seamus,
just slide up.
Did you just call it the moon rock? Because if you made a pun, so help me God.
I actually wish I'd done that, but no, I said the vertical moon, the moonwalk, not moon rock. So sorry.
Kind of looks like you're quapping up the cropping right there. Like with a little shuffle.
Red Scar.
That wasn't even a pun. Come on, that was just taking it.
No, but that was like a play on words. It's close. It's related. Hey, here's Rob.
Oh yeah, the voice
Ow.
of Robin Atkin Downs here. So this is your go-to guy for
this
hearing
is the
it.
medic.
Yeah, the medic.
Yeah,
In fact, later in the game, next week we'll probably get to the part of the game where he actually uses that hammy German accent. Beyond playing Roth here, he also does the voice of one of the audio logs, and he uses his German accent, and so we can hear the medic's voice. And it's a serious part of the game, but all I can picture is the medic saying it, and it makes me giggle.
I apologize for any injuries caused by Seamus's air conditioner.
Oh, sorry.
But seriously, we haven't seen Roth since that cutscene. Well, since the time she stepped on the. No, we didn't even see him when she stepped on the bear trap, did we? We only saw him in the
No.
cutscene.
That was why we split up. Was we were gonna go look for Roth.
So we saw him in the cutscene, and then we talked to him over the radio, but you don't really know who he is yet. And then 20 minutes later, we meet him in the game, and it's just. And he's not Whitman, and he's not any of the other male figures you know, and it just gets real confusing. Plus, we introduced the villain, Matthias. Have you been paying attention? Could you name any of these people? Do you know who they are? You don't, and it's hard to be emotionally attached with all of this. Like, here's a guy, no, like, it's like they're playing Find the Lady, like the card game where you put a thing under some cups, and then you spin the cups around. That's what they're doing with the characters, where they're like introducing you to one, and then pulling him away, and introducing you to another one, and then going like, but here's a guy on the radio.
Did you just say thank God he's still alive? Oh yes, thank God in the 10 seconds between him collapsing and me dragging him with his gangrenous leg into the firelight, he hasn't quite expired yet.
It's not gangrenous.
What
It's
the
been.
hell is going on with the tarp in the background? Did they make that out
It's
of
a tarp.
G cord? What?
It's like it's dancing to some, like, if somebody, like, do a looping give of that and put on some dubstep.